Welcome learners to the session in which we will be dealing more about grassroots model of curriculum design. In the last lecture of the grassroots model, I have given you a detailed explanation with respect to what is grassroots model, and also we have gone through the certain steps of grassroots model. Apart from that, we have also discussed Hilda Taba model of curriculum, which is completely in aligned with the grassroots model. So today in this lecture, we will explore more on grassroots model of curriculum, especially with respect to the present scenario, how it is implied to the current scenario, and also the related challenges while we are implementing the grassroots model of curriculum. So before moving on to the slide, I would like to give a short description about grassroots model, which we have already discussed in the last session. As the name indicates, grassroots model of curriculum, it is a bottom-up approach in which teachers or the different stakeholders of the system of education like teachers, students and community members are given importance, and they are deciding their experiences, their aspirations, their opinions are taken into consideration while we are designing, developing and also while implementing the curriculum, and that is why it is known as the grassroots model of the curriculum. The foundation is being with respect to the implications and also the experiences of the different stakeholders of education. So let's move on to the slide in which we will have a detailed analysis and an overview with respect to implications of grassroots model of curriculum with reference to artificial intelligence. So here I will be discussing about the implications of grassroots model in a general perspective and also certain points with respect to AI, that is artificial intelligence. So let's move on to the first point. Increased teacher involvement. It's true, of course, there is increased teacher involvement. Since it is a bottom up approach, the more involvement of the teachers are there in the grassroots model. The teachers are the, we can say that the promoters of the curriculum, especially when they are getting more involved in the curriculum. They are the persons who are more interacting with the curriculum. They are giving instructions to the students. So teachers and students are the major components of any particular kind of curriculum, and in this grassroots model of curriculum we are giving more importance to the teachers, so that this will allow the educators in order to make the curriculum much better and also meet the needs or the demands of the students. Since in a grassroots model of curriculum, as a first step, we are analyzing the needs of the students. Since needs of the students are being analyzed, it is giving more focus on the needs of the students. That means what to teach, how to make the teaching learning process more relevant, how to engage the students more, what kind of learning experiences should be provided to the students. All these being are stressed, so that we can say that there is increased teacher involvement. Apart from that, it is a community-centric approach, which means that it emphasizes on the local needs and the context of the students. When we are focusing on the local needs and context of the students, it will help to develop a sense of ownership among community members, and it is also helping to ensure that curriculum is culturally relevant, the curriculum is responsive, and also the curriculum should meet the specific challenges and opportunities within the community. That is very important. Every curriculum should be in a way involved to meet the existing challenges in the community or in the society. Then only our students, once they come out of the schools, they will be able to face the challenges that is existing in the society or in the community. So the students are getting more active, more engaged and more motivated when the curriculum is community centric, and grassroots model of curriculum is giving emphasis to community centric approach. It is also flexible and it is more adaptable. Whenever we find that there is a need to change the curriculum, whenever we find that there is a focus to analyze a particular part of the curriculum and certain modifications are being needed with respect to the changing needs of the society or also with respect to the changing needs of the learner, it is more flexible. It is flexible and also we could make changes as soon as possible by considering the demands, and also it is highly adapted to the changing situations also. And this adaptability is highly essential in this rapidly changing world. Because the world is changing, the curriculum should be relevant and also the curriculum should be applicable. It is relevant and applicable only when it is flexible and it is also adaptable to the changing situations. Another point is it focuses on the holistic development. Apart from the development which is related to the academic aspects of the learners, grassroots level model of curriculum is also focusing on the social, emotional and also ethical development of the learners. Now this point, ethical development, that is very important. When we always discuss about the holistic development, we focus on the social development, moral development, physical development. Hardly we use ethical development. Ethical development is also very important. Very much focus should be given to this aspect of ethical development. Even National Education Policy 2020 is also telling that we have to give a structural framework to the students. Ethical decision making should be done by the students. Let them make the ethical decision making and let the teachers give the framework. So grassroots level model is also giving importance to give that particular framework so that holistic development including the social, emotional and ethical development of the learners may take place in an appropriate way. Then only they could contribute to the society, of course, we all know that. Next one is encouragement of collaborative learning. Grassroots model focus or it fosters collaboration among educators, students and also community members. That's why I already told almost all stakeholders of education. More localized instruction is also being promoted through grassroots model. This collaborative spirit which will lead to innovative teaching practices, because we will come up with different ideas, we will come up with divergent thinkings and also we will share the resources. It will indirectly and directly enrich the educational experiences. A supportive learning environment could be provided when there is collaboration in all respect. Moving on to evidence-based best practices. Grassroots model often incorporate evidence-based practices. Evidence-based practices means we are utilizing the feedback. We are taking an analysis after implementing the curriculum and we are collecting the feedback from the teachers and also the community. And what happens next? So that proper improvement could be made in the curriculum. So that means we have the evidence. Based on this evidence, we are making the certain best practices in the curriculum. And these evidences are collected with the help of feedback. It is analyzed, the feedback of the different stakeholders are analyzed and based on that, wherever we need modifications or changes or corrections or deletions, additions, we are making it and we are making the curriculum as a best practice. Next one is empowerment of students. By getting students more involved in the curriculum, it empowers them to take an active role in their education. They are the active learners. Teachers are behind the curtain, we can say like that. The students are the active learners. All the structure and all the platforms are being prepared by the teachers and the students are becoming more active over here. And It lead to increased motivation, ownership of learning, and also the development of critical thinking. When there is development of critical thinking, they can contribute more to the perspectives and also ideas. We will also discuss a few points with respect to artificial intelligence, that is community driven AI literacy. The grassroots model allow communities, that means local communities, to define what artificial intelligence means for them, because we have to start from the bottom level, right? It's not like digital literacy and financial literacy is only the cup of tea of the elite people. No, it should be community driven artificial intelligence literacy, and grassroots model is giving implications to AI literacy, which is community driven, which means that when we are involving the community stakeholders such as parents, local businessmen, and also educators of the different field, schools can create AI programs. The school may develop AI programs, and these AI programs reflect the specific needs and values of the community. Then only we can say that it is community driven AI literacy. This ensures that the students are more involved in artificial intelligence, and that is relevant and also meaningful to their lives. And this is helping them for preparing them for the local job markets, and also to help them to face the societal challenges. That is known as the community driven artificial intelligence. Apart from that, tailored AI applications is also very much important. Tailored AI applications is in the sense which means that grassroots model approach helps the educators to adapt the AI tools and applications to fit the unique characteristics of their student population. One AI tool will not be suitable or will not suit to each and every learners. So we need tailored artificial intelligence application so that it may best to suit the unique characteristics of the learners. For instance, the teachers can select AI resources that can address the local issues such as, say for example, environmental considerations or environmental concerns, or if it is related to economic development, financial aspects, health aspects, anything can be chosen so that it will make them more applicable and also more engaging. This customization of artificial intelligence tools or artificial intelligence applications will enhance the students' understanding of the AI application, and it will also foster a sense of ownerships over the learning experiences. So that is what known as a tailored AI application, which is meeting the unique characteristics, features, or the unique talent of the individuals. Apart from that, we can also say that it is giving more importance to empowerment of the educators. Empowerment, that is very much important. That means it is in all way we are become equal, and in all way we are moving forward. In all way there is a betterment. That is what known as the empowerment. So here the grassroots model empowers teachers to take an active role in integrating AI into classroom. How they will take the active role? They can conduct researches, they can conduct experiments with the various artificial intelligence tools, and also share their insight and experiences with the colleagues. They can publish it, they can conduct a project based on that. Anything can be done so that they may foster their knowledge with respect to artificial intelligence, how it can be used in the teaching learning process, and the teachers could empower themselves. Focus on ethical consideration. Ethical consideration is very much important. That means we have to ethically use artificial intelligence. Any resources which with respect to technology can be used for something which is very good and also something which can be very worse also. So that is not the ethical use of artificial intelligence. We should always provide a platform discussing the issue with the community. Grassroot model is providing that platform to discuss any issue with respect to technology or society or philosophy or sociology, whatever aspects is there. Community is providing a platform for us to discuss any kind of issues. So educators can facilitate their conversation about the ethical implications of artificial intelligence. It can be bias in algorithms. It can be related to the privacy of our data, which is a major concern nowadays. And also the students are using technology very effectively for societal purpose also. As a socially responsible individual, they are using the technology. These aspects are involved in the ethical consideration. So we can say that once we are into technology, we should help the students to use it in a proper way, isn't it? They should understand what are the pitfalls, they should understand what are the hidden dangers behind this technology, and they should not move on to that technology, and they should ethically use it. Interdisciplinary learning opportunities. Artificial intelligence will help to integrate different learning concepts, and grassroots level is motivating the integration of different concepts from different discipline, so that the students might explore AI in different contexts like science, mathematics, social studies, which will help them to make a holistic understanding with the help of the technology. A connection between the artificial intelligence and the real world experiences can be formulated with the help of the grassroots model through artificial intelligence. Next one is feedback driven curriculum development. The development of the curriculum should be based on the feedback. The feedback can be of any aspects. The feedback can be like we are taking the feedback from the teachers, from the students, or any other community members. Based on the feedback, we are analyzing the different aspects. We are analyzing the different input, the process, and also the output, or the system as a whole we are analyzing, and wherever changes and modifications are necessary, we are preparing accordingly, so that it could reflect the latest developments in the technology and also the pedagogy. Once there is flexibility, we could incorporate various kinds of technology and also pedagogy with respect to the curriculum development. Artificial intelligence may play a central role in future, and of course it is still now playing a central role, and how it is being effectively used, that is very much important, and how it is helping the students in proper enrichment of the knowledge. Grassroots level model of curriculum is giving the opportunities for them to integrate various artificial intelligence tools in the curriculum, but the problem is how ethically and how effectively you are using it. There are certain challenges with respect to the implementation of grassroots model of curriculum. Certain positives can become certain negatives when it is more emphasized. That is what I am going to discuss. That is the first point. That is centralized educational structure. The Indian education system is predominantly centralized, with curriculum decision making at the higher level administrative model, and it is a top down approach, whereas grassroots level is a bottom up approach, isn't it? So it can be a challenge for the grassroots model when the whole system is like the persons in the higher positions, they are preparing the curriculum and they are getting involved in the curriculum, and this curriculum is being implemented by the teachers, and the rest of the work is being carried by the different stakeholders of education. That is a complete system which is existing. Into that system, when we are coming up with the grassroots level model, which is a bottom up approach, where complete freedom, complete autonomy, liberty is being given to the teachers in order to, in the proper designing, implementing and planning of the curriculum, that can be a challenge. Of course it is a challenge. Next one is inadequate teacher training. We need proper training for the teachers, because teachers are the soul, teachers and students are the soul of this particular model of curriculum. So we can say that we need to give proper training to the teachers. Proper training means in all respect, how to design, how to plan, and also how to implement the curriculum, and also how to evaluate the curriculum. In all respect, we have to give proper sensitization programs should be conducted, so that the teachers can have hands-on experiences on designing the curriculum and also implementing it in a proper way. We should help them to acquire the skills. If proper training is not being given, they may lack the skill, and also this will negatively affect in facilitating the community involvement. And also, if it is not facilitating the community involvement, it will be a failure in adapting the teaching methods or in local inputs. That means localized instruction, which is one of the foremost features of grassroots level model of curriculum, could not be implemented if proper skill is not provided to the teachers. And also, the teachers, when they are struggling to implement the innovative practices, grassroots model of curriculum will not be successful. That is also one of the challenges. Apart from that, we are focusing on the diverse needs and the context. Just like I have already told, inclusion is mainly one of the most important aspects of grassroots model of curriculum, in which we are incorporating diverse needs and also the context. Context means students are coming from different socio-economic conditions, different culture. So this incorporation is a tough task, because we have varied students coming from varied cultural backgrounds and also different socio-cultural context. So here the diversity can complicate the implementation of the uniform grassroots model. This n number of variety with respect to the culture and also the diversity, including all those diversity in the classroom or in the curriculum, it will be a challenging task. And we can say that when it poses a significant challenge, 100% we cannot make justice towards the grassroots model of curriculum. Next one is limited community participation. Limited community participation means once we are getting involved into this particular curriculum, if the community participation is not incomplete in itself, if there is no complete participation of the community, but if there is only limited participation of the community, then it may pose difficulty. Of course, making their participation or getting involvement in the curriculum by from the opinions and aspirations of the community members, by considering their aspirations, their perception, that itself is a difficult task. That itself is challenging. And if you are not able to get involved with all their perceptions and designing and planning the curriculum, then also grassroots model is not success. That itself is a challenging task, because many communities may not fully understand the importance of their involvement. They will think that why should we? That is the job of elite people, that is the job of a few expert. Why should we get involved in the curriculum construction? They may feel like that. So in such cases, it lacks the time and resources to contribute effectively. They may not contribute their time, they may not contribute their resources effectively, and that can also be a challenging task with respect to grassroots model of curriculum. And resources constraints. We need a lot of resources, especially due to the lack of fund or various other reasons. There can be constraint for the resources, like inadequate infrastructure, lack of teaching materials, and also insufficient funding. This also can be a challenge in implementing the grassroots model of curriculum effectively. Now moving on to the political interference. Political interferences can significantly impact the grassroots education initiatives, because we know that most of the education system most of the time the education system is influenced by the political agendas rather than the needs of the community and the students. Sometimes if it is very much being influenced, if there is no freedom and autonomy in implementing the grassroots model of curriculum with this lot of influence, with this greater influence of the political sections, then we can say that we may not be able to make a proper connection. There will be a proper disconnect between the grassroots effort and also the broader educational framework. Assessment and accountability issues. The current assessment system in India is mainly prioritized by the standardized testing. And we can say that even though how much we are moving towards the technology, we are also focusing on rote memorization. And that is completely against with the principles of grassroots model, because it is more, grassroots model is more emphasizing on critical thinking and also community engagement. So there will be a misalignment between the existing standardized system and also the existing critical thinking and community engagement. That can create a challenge in evaluating the success of the grassroots initiative. It can also discourage the educators from adopting certain innovative approaches also. So these are the various challenges which we are going to face when we are implementing the grassroots model of curriculum. But once we are more into it, once we do the hard work, of course we could make all the challenges in a positive way. So it has the potential to enhance education in India by making it more relevant and also responsive. The challenges are also being addressed, but overcoming this resistance, providing adequate training to the teachers and making the curriculum more effective way after analyzing the needs and aspirations of the students, then we can say that successfully we could implement grassroots model curriculum in the present education system. So today we have discussed about the various implications of grassroots model of curriculum along with a few challenges also, and I hope it is informative for you. It will be a topic of concern for you in overcoming the challenges in future and also to better implement this curriculum in our education institutions. Thank you so much.